Hello, my dear students, how are you? Here we have our first grammar lesson in Unit 7. Correlative conjunctions. What are correlative conjunctions means? They are pairs of conjunctions that work together. They join similar parts of a sentence. Here we have some correlative conjunctions are either or, neither nor, not only but also, whether or, both and. Okay, now I want you to underline the correlative conjunctions in each sentence. Are you ready? I didn't care whether they stayed or went. Exactly. I didn't care whether they stayed or went. So here, our correlative conjunctions, whether or. Number 2, he could neither work a farm nor earn a living in his situation. So, who can tell me where is a correlative conjunction here? Yes, neither nor. Exactly. She not only farmed but also performed housekeeping duties. So, our correlative conjunction is not only but also. The last example, Granny was both mother and father to us now. So, here, where is our correlative conjunction? Yes, I hear you. Exactly. Both and. Our second lesson here, it's a semicolon. Semicolon is a punctuation mark that separates two independent clauses that are closely related in meaning. When two independent clauses are joined this way, a coordinating conjunction is not used. When do we use a semicolon? We use a semicolon before words such as however, therefore, that is, for instance, moreover, thus, and when used to separate two independent clauses. Also, we use a semicolon to separate items in a series when one or more of the items contain commas. Don't forget, a comma needs to be placed after the word. Here we have the definition of a semicolon. The semicolon separates complete thoughts and items within a sentence. For example, the semicolon signals a pause in a sentence. A semicolon also separates complete thoughts and items within a sentence. Only use a semicolon between independent clauses if the independent clauses are not joined by and, but, for, nor, or so, or yet. Fan boys. They are closely related in meaning. For example, the clouds are moving in. Let's head home. The clouds are moving in. Let's head home. The clouds are moving in. It's an independent clause. Let's head home. It's also another independent clause. So we have to use a semicolon between two independent clauses. Okay? A semicolon is used between independent clauses that are closely related without using fanboys, as we said before. Don't touch that tree frog. Everyone stay together. These two clauses are not closely related. Okay. The right example here, don't touch that tree frog. Everyone stay together. A period is used since the two clauses are not closely related. Okay, you get the point? So here we use the dots or the period when the two clauses are not closely related, but we use a semicolon, okay, when they are closely related. Don't touch that tree frog. It may be poisonous. So these two clauses here are closely related. They have the same meaning. They complete each other in the meaning. So a semicolon can be used here to join them. You got it? Excellent. Why are semicolons important? Like other punctuation marks, semicolons are important because they help make writing clear. The letter below is hard to read because it's missing a semicolon and colons. Dear Guardian, club members, it is that time of year. Again, our vegetables guardians waits. Please show up at the site this Saturday morning at 7:30. If you can, bring the following hoe, shovel, weed puller, and gloves. Let's see. Yes. Here we use a semicolon and a colon to give me a clear handwriting, okay, and give me a clear meaning. For example, dear guardian, club members, it's that time of year again. Pause. Our vegetables guardians await. Please show up at the site this Saturday morning at 7:30. Okay, like that. It's also tested on the CST. Here, identify the two related independent clauses in each sentence. Make sure sentences are not combined with fanboys. Number 3, add a semicolon between the independent clauses. My parents' anniversary is next week. We are throwing a party for them. So here, where can we put semicolon? My parents' anniversary is next week. It's an independent clause. Another clause, we are throwing a party for them. Okay, so here we have two independent clauses, right? Excellent. So here we have to use a semicolon between these two independent clauses. Now, let's move to the stative verbs. Stative verbs. Stative verbs are verbs that express a state rather than an action. They usually relate to thoughts, feelings, relationships, senses, states of being, and measurements. These verbs can only be used in the simple tenses. Okay, so now let me show you some stative verbs for feelings. Like what? Like dislike, love, hate, prefer, want, need, mind, and care. Now, it's our time with this exercise. I want you to underline the stative verb in each sentence. Number 1, I love ice cream. Sorry, I love ice hockey. I love ice hockey. We won't mind the cold. They preferred skating. She wanted more opportunities to prove herself. Do you dislike the ref? Can anyone hate exercise? I hate jabs and shoves. Did he need help? We will like the family outing to the games. So, I love ice hockey. Exactly. The stative verb here is love. Number two, who can answer? We want to mind the cold. Where is the stative verb? Excellent, I hear you. Mind. They preferred skating. Yes, preferred. She wanted more opportunities. Huh? Where is the stative verb? Wanted. Exactly. Do you dislike the ref? Of course, dislike. Can anyone hate exercise? Great. Hate. I hate Japs and shows. Hate also. Did he need help? Yes, need. We will like the family out going to the games. Yes, like. Here we have some stative verbs for thoughts. Are, guess, suppose, think, know, agree, remember, mean, doubt, understand, believe, realize, and forget. Thank you for listening. Wish you all the best.